my brain has been scrambled. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Except for mine.
There used to be a time when
Sunny side up is mine.
There used to be a time when I knew what was going on. I'm confused.
Wow.
7 to 10 minute videos I saw creators put out of like, okay, here's the difference between Charlie Kirk fans and Groypers. Groypers and the Black Pill movement, and you're just like, what the is that? Like, no one knows.
I think that there is probably some inspiration from Groypers, which we'll explain. Don't worry, Mom.
It's also very funny to me. I want to show you this because there's like, there's comments.
Whoa, what's with these weird pictures you got up on there? He's got a kind of weird stuff.
If they've posted it verbatim how it was texted,
Okay.
I'm just surprised to see a 22-year-old using commas.
That's how you text. Are you kidding
me?
Okay. Hey, Emil, are you ready to shoot? Yes, period. But I am running late.
Right,
period.
which is why I found it so odd, because people
Please unlock the door, comma, as I will be arriving shortly, period. Thank you for your attention.
Dude.
Oh, wait, are you ready?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to do it today.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Let's do something else.
Yeah, you guys want to? Can you hit the nipple thing to bottom, man?
Maybe we can go to a movie or something.
Yeah. Oh, I've been going to so many dang movies lately. Jesus, I'm tired. No, I did leg exercises today. Oh man, we got a banger of an episode for you guys today. We're going to be talking all about politics.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
even
you're
know.
messing with me.
I will say though, I don't even know. My brain has been scrambled. I'm going to be honest with you.
Everybody's brains are scrambled, except for mine.
There used to be a time when
Sunny side up is mine.
There used to be a time when I knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm. You just don't feel it?
I'm confused.
Wow. Brother, I hear you. Brother, amen.
And I like knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
It confuses me to not. I feel bad and scared.
There was a time when I knew what was going on, when in the early 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And because I was in my car a lot and listening to a lot of news and a lot of news-related podcasts and stuff. But then I just got so burnt out on political discourse that I was just... And who would have thought it got worse? Got 10 times worse.
Oh, I mean, that was like... I would do anything to go back to the 2010s. Cut and dry.
I'd bop around between NPR and Rush Limbaugh and Mark Levin. And and I would just get so effing
Mark Levin's the
angry.
Scariest guy in the world.
Oh, yeah. He's evil.
Oh, no,
He's the little smarmy bald guy with the beard. Mark Levin.
There was another guy who did Savage Nation.
Savage Nation. Who's that? Savage
Nation.
Like, it's not Fred Savage.
No.
Michael Savage.
Michael Savage.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean...
Jesus, God, these effing people, man. These guys are just... But that's what we're going to... Well, we'll start with... We'll start with Nepal. The Nepalese.
Should we start with Nepal after? There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff happening right now.
Yeah.
I literally looking into Nepal.
It is interesting.
It is interesting.
It's a bummer for the people that died. Okay.
Ben at a memorial. It's a bummer for the people who died.
Yeah. Nepal, of course, the country that do be having the tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest.
But yeah, we're basically trying to talk about how incomprehensible politics has become, and I do think it's only going to get worse. I think just today, a bunch of things have been released, kind of that are in contention with each other regarding Tyler Robinson. There's the official indictment. And then there's there's some reporting from Ken Klippenstein talking about, have you seen that about the Discord chats that were leaked to him?
No.
Have you read what he's been charged with, Tyler Robinson?
Yeah, he's been charged with aggravated murder.
Yeah.
And they're seeking the death penalty,
He's been
which is something that Charlie Kirk was against as a Christian.
Was he?
Yep.
He was talking about how we need to get kids to go to public executions.
That's strange because I could swear that they said on the radio that he was against.
There's literally video.
He was against capital punishment.
There's video of him and his friends. All these weirdos. I don't know who they are. Talking about what age do you think we should start letting these kids go watch these public executions? It'd obviously be good for them, but you don't want to.
Charlie Kirk death penalty.
See if you can find the clip of him talking about public executions.
Oh,
Charlie Kirk.
You search Charlie Kirk death penalty. All you're getting is stuff about Tyler Robinson. Here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
No,
what?
Public executions.
Well, maybe
it's also going to be impossible to find because it's all about the death penalty for him. But yeah, so they have.
We should do the death penalty. You screw up bad enough, we're going to take away your hearing.
Oh, death penalty.
The death
I misheard
penalty.
you. That is funny.
Yeah. You got the blind penalty and the deaf penalty. God, can you imagine the relief that would wash over you if you'd committed some horrible crime and they were like, "We sentence you to the death penalty," and your lawyer's like, and you freak out, and your lawyer's like, "No, relax, it's the death penalty," and then you're like, "Whew!" But then it turns again, and they're like, "Yeah, they're gonna hammer out your eardrums." No. They're gonna give you they're gonna numb it out. With a local anesthesia. No. And then they're not going to give you any opioids afterward, and you got to walk around deaf. No. Better than death. True. Now you got to learn sign language.
You never.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Anything but sign language. Jeez.
Well, anyway, they have some testimony from his mother stating that he was, he was always pretty even-keeled, and then he started to lean more left, becoming more pro-gay and trans-oriented, and that Robinson began to date his roommate. This is from the prosecutors, a biological male who was transitioning genders, resulting in several discussions with family members, but especially between Robinson and his father, who have very different political views. In one conversation before the shooting, Robinson mentioned that Charlie Kirk would be holding an event at UVU, which Robinson said was a stupid venue for the event. And he accused Kirk of spreading hate. But they have texts from,
They have texts from Discord?
No, this is, I believe, from just their texts.
Whose texts?
Between the roommate and Robinson.
Oh, got it.
And apparently his lover. They're text messages. On September 10th, 2025, the roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing, look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it."
Okay.
And so apparently this has been destroyed, but police found a photograph of this note. This whole thing's very strange. And none of these have been released anywhere. It's just typed up. And then it's the following text exchange then took place. It's a little long. After reading the note, the roommate responded, "What? You're joking, right?" 100 question marks on all those. Robinson.
Because by then the news was already out.
Yes, that he had died.
Yeah.
Robinson, "I am still okay, my love, but I am stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I got to grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you." Roommate, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" Robinson, "I am. I'm sorry." Roommate, "I thought they caught the person." "No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Why? Why did I do it? Yeah. I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I'm able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it." How long have you been planning this? A bit over a week, I believe.
Wow, that's it.
I can get close to it, but there's a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept by that spot. I don't want to chance it. It's also very funny to me. I want to show you this because there's there's comments.
Whoa, what's with these weird pictures you got up on there? He's got a kind of weird stuff.
I can't tell if if they've posted it verbatim how it was texted.
Okay.
I'm just surprised to see a 22-year-old using commas. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It just seems very.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Maybe he was on a laptop and was
that's
very.
like how my dad texts.
Yeah.
You know, like very proper.
That's how you text. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Hey, Emil, are you ready to shoot? Yes, period. But I am running late.
Right,
period.
which is why I found it so odd because people
Please unlock the door, comma, as I will be arriving shortly, period. Thank you for your attention. Sincerely, Emil.
This is why I find it so odd because people make fun of me for it. And I'm like, there's no way a 22-year-old is.
I don't know. Maybe this guy was a lot like you. Wait, what? Man, can you imagine if one of his top podcasts was this show? That would put us on the map.
That would be unfortunate.
That would.
Or maybe it could be
I
good.
think it would be good publicity.
Could be good for us.
We'd go on. I'd go on Fox and be like, man.
But this is kind of my point.
This is rough.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let me finish this and then we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So he said he's been planning for a little over a week and he's still worried about the cars that are parked near it. He wants to go get the rifle.
Why does he need the rifle so bad?
To hide the evidence? Because apparently it's a weird rifle. It's his grandpa's rifle.
Oh.
So
And they did find his DNA on the trigger. It's like, brother, wear gloves. I know. That's the thing is I don't know what to believe anymore.
So he says, I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring it back, Grandpa's rifle. I don't even know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints. How the fuck will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. Remember how I was engraving bullets? Remember how I was engraving bullets? The fucking messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notices bulge ooh woo on Fox News, I might have a stroke. All right, I'm gonna have to leave it. That really fucking sucks.
Yeah, these. I mean, it's like he's I haven't seen The Sopranos, but I know that one guy is an informant and goes like, "Hey, what's the deal with that money that we're laundering? Tony, what's up with that money we're laundering? You know, at the money laundering joint that we own." It feels very on the nose of like, man, those bullets that I carved those messages into, I didn't have time.
That's what's so weird. And this last part,
these are from the prosecutors.
This is this is the.
This is from Klippenstein. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to talk about a little thing called e-commerce and what it was like for us when we first started this whole endeavor.
We're talking about Shopify.
Yeah, man, because when we first started, we didn't know anything. It was intimidating. It was lonely. We had suddenly a ton of hats to wear, and we did not know a single thing about starting an e-commerce site, running it, selling stuff, taxes, point of sale things when we go out on tour on the road, you name it, we didn't know how to do it. But that's where Shopify came in.
We were scared. We were screaming. I finally said, hey, let's calm down and log on to Shopify. And I got to tell you, they made everything so easy.
Yeah. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. So get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. You can get the word out just like you had a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify.
So turn your big business idea into cha-ching with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Baze. Go to shopify.com/Baze. Shopify.com/Baze. No. This was released. This is the Utah County Attorney, Jeffrey S. Gray, Chad E. whatever, a bunch of attorneys, deputy Utah County attorneys.
Hi, Chad E. Attorney. Nice to meet you.
And yes, so this last part, it literally all just like conforms to the narrative they already put out there, which is very strange. Delete this exchange. My dad wants photos of the rifle. He says Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle and it's very unique. He's calling me right now, not answering. Since Trump got into office, my dad has been pretty diehard MAGA. I'm going to turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors here is a deputy for the sheriff. You are all I worry about, love. I'm much more worried about you. Don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comments. If any police ask you questions, ask for a lawyer and stay silent.
Yeah, this is, to quote a 22-year-old, this is sus to me.
It is. I mean, so Ken
Sus.
Klippenstein, and we're not going to go through it all, but basically he got leaked messages from his friends who were in his Discord chat, and he searched through them all, and it just kind of reveals a picture of a kid who just seems largely apolitical. It's very odd.
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's left and right and center, and then there's gamers. Truly.
But I do think it's more indecipherable than we can imagine. I think on Friday when we were doing the live stream, everyone was pointing towards this Groyper thing, and
which I think that there is probably some inspiration from Groypers, which we'll explain. Don't worry, Mom.
You think he is?
I think he's got some Groyper influence for sure. Yeah. It is interesting. I just have to say, by the way,
but he doesn't seem like a Nick Fuentes. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, that's the thing is, it's interesting to me that according to the right, there are certain issues and cultural benchmarks that are exclusively attributed to the left, when that's not the case.
Sure,
Nick Fuentes himself is homosexual. There are trans members of the right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's that one that's killed those people in Malibu? The Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner is conservative.
In the car. I thought you were talking about a shooting. I was like, wait, did I miss Caitlyn Jenner? Sure, and I think that's their one piece right now, is that if it's true that he was bi or in love with a trans person.
My point is that it's not exclusively there, and the right is really, really, really. They've just got it down pat. They're so good at getting. They've effectively been triumphant thus far in the culture war.
Yeah, and I think that's what I don't think we'll ever really know. I think you've seen the reporting that says Tyler Robinson is not cooperating with authorities, which I don't know exactly what that means. Some people are pointing to that probably meaning that he doesn't want to go along with their narrative.
Ooh.
I don't know if we'll ever know, and I think we've just gotten into this new era of
it's chaos, man.
Indecipherable politics. And I think everyone using this left-right dichotomy, or even Groyper of it's a internecine battle in right versus right. I just think you're not going to have you're not going to get the simple solution you want. You're not going to get this easy answer, and everyone's kind of desperate for it. And unfortunately, I think there's going to be real consequences for this
guy, Tyler Robinson?
Incoherent. Oh, there's definitely consequences for him. But I think there's going to be consequences for the country because of this incoherent killing.
So I think we should talk a little bit about Groypers just so people understand. A Groyper, first of all, spelled Groyper, is the name of a variant of Pepe the Frog, which, if you don't know what Pepe the Frog is, I mean, Jesus God, congratulations. You've successfully managed to dodge every politically cultural bullet for the last decade.
And they call themselves Groypers because in the wake of the 2016 stuff, they thought they were saying Groyper by the pussy.
Are you serious?
No, I made that one up.
By the way, if you're enjoying the podcast so far, give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Leave us a comment. It's very nice. So yeah, the Groypers are led by Nick Fuentes, who hosts a podcast literally, I believe, in his parents' basement. I think he's still in his parents' basement.
That's cool. I like that.
He is a sexless, well, not anymore. I believe he's fucked and sucked a little bit, but he's a gay man who is America first. That's his main thing, is America first. He is also blatantly, openly racist, anti-Semitic, anything that's not white Christian American.
Yeah, very Christian. I think that was kind of part of his beef with Charlie Kirk
Kirk.
was that he wasn't Christian enough, all this stuff.
Yeah, he called Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, etc. I believe their term for it was Conservative Inc., Conservative
Yeah.
Incorporated, as to poke fun at the fact that they are not true conservatives. They're just playing the game, enriching themselves, you name it. But yeah, with these Groypers, they're gamers, they're virgins, they're incels, you name it. They are irony-poisoned, nihilistic accelerationists. A lot of them are. I mean, you couldn't, if you were to sit down with one, you'd be hard-pressed to get any kind of, it would be impossible to get, because I don't even think they know who they really are. They've lost all semblance of any true identity.
It's difficult for me to honestly talk about because I have no. They're like this. It's like Bigfoot. I don't know. People say Groypers. It's like, have you ever encountered one of these things?
Yeah, I've known one. I knew
You've
Baked
known a-
Alaska.
Is he a Groyper?
Yep. He was there with Nick Fuentes on January 6th. And I'm actually glad you said that because I forgot to. I wanted to bring him up. So I knew this guy. Just Google Baked Alaska Trump, and you'll learn all about
Who
this
was
asshole.
weirdly a liberal for a time.
He was at first, yeah.
And then
He's probably the perfect. Yeah, he's got a weird name. He's got a whole ass
Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I knew him as Tim Treadstone, but his real name is Antime Joseph Tim Gionet.
Okay.
He was such a sweet guy and so eager to please and so eager to like hang out and make stuff and like make jokes. But you could tell that it's not that there was something off about him. It's just that, I can tell that this guy's from like a small town. He was from some
Alaska.
he was from Anchorage, apparently, a family of 8. And yeah, he just had this eagerness to succeed. He was a fledgling comedy rapper at first, and then was
Baked Alaska his rap name?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And he was big on Twitter.
I do have to say that's kind of a fun rap name.
Sure, yeah. And he wore like, fake grills and glasses.
I gotta look
and
up
shit.
a picture.
He's just I remember, he released a song called the MAGA Anthem, and I
oh wow, this is what he looks like.
I think he did one called "We Love Our Cops" too.
Okay.
And it was just, oh my God, he was so. Yep. And those glasses are a Groyper. Those big glasses are like a Groyper calling card. It's part of their uniform, so to speak. But yeah, this is the type of guy, just someone who's lonely, looking for some kind of community. Lonely white men who feel ostracized and who don't necessarily believe in anything. And there's just something about this. I don't know. They're mad at the world. They feel.
From what I understand, what you just described is basically like every young man now.
Yeah, it's a lot of young men like this. I mean, I encountered one at I encountered a young man at a party this weekend that was only similar in the sense that I was just like, what is going on here? What are you doing? It was really crowded at this bar, right? And there was one area where the bathrooms were. It was downstairs. There were only 2, and it was full house. Some guy downstairs said there's actually a bathroom upstairs next to the bar upstairs. It's just like a door. There's a hallway there. And me and my friend Dan went up there looking for it. We see the door. We see a handsome young guy, must have been 23, pop out of the door and like start to close it behind him. And I go right, I'm like, oh, hey, man, we're trying to get in there. There's a bathroom in there, right? He doesn't even look at me. He looks past me and he goes, no, there's nothing in there. And I was like, I saw, and someone else came out during that time too. And I was like, there's a bunch of people in there. Another guy told us to come here that there's a bathroom. And he goes, no, the bathroom's downstairs. Yeah, I think that's where it is. This isn't anything. I don't even know what's there, but there's nothing here. And I just was like, what the fuck are you doing, asshole? What is this mental game you're playing? And he was so handsome and like well-dressed. I'm like, fuck you, you little piece of shit.
And this guy was a Groyper?
Handsome. No, just the same kind of vibe of just like, what's going on? You're an enigma, to use the Trump word.
We have secrets, don't we?
Yeah, we
have a lot in
we all
common.
have secrets. Hey Hey, everybody, we got to take another quick break to talk about Moomoo. You know I love Moomoo, and I'm not the only one because over 27 million people are already on Moomoo. And honestly, I've known why, but I'm really starting to see why. It really feels like a next generation platform that makes investing more cost efficient and smarter, just like I've always pictured in my head. I'm like, man, if only they could figure this out once and for all. Once you try it, you might never want to pay extra or settle for mediocre tools again because they just nailed it. And let's talk a little bit about pricing, okay? Moomoo gives you $0 commissions on U.S. stocks, ETFs, and options, plus built-in level 2 market data and real-time options chains. That's stuff that you're going to need if you want to be an active trader. On a lot of other platforms, you pay extra for that kind of live data, which means you could be seeing red the moment you buy. Here, I can place trades with accurate prices and skip those extra subscription fees. Plus, they got everything that I need, up-to-date news, you name it. And Emil, why don't you tell them about the bonus? Sign-up bonus.
Here's an exclusive offer just for our viewers. Yes, only for you guys. Get up to $1,000 in NVIDIA shares, plus a 3% cash match on your first transfer, up to $600. So don't wait because this promotion won't last. Hit the exclusive link in the description to lock in the bonus and put your money to work today.
Let's see. Well,
but yeah, I mean, I just
he hated Charlie Kirk.
This weekend was kind of a rush. Also, I don't know, it just kind of made me sick. This discourse thing of everyone rushing. The amount of 7 to 10 minute videos I saw creators put out of okay, here's the difference between Charlie Kirk fans and Groypers and the Black Pill movement. And you're just like, what the fuck is that? Like, no one knows anything.
It's the meme of Scarlett Johansson in the Divorce movie where she's just
right,
just staring off,
and obviously all of these things are going to get even more confusing now, with these text exchanges and the I've already seen right-wing people using those as see, it was a leftist, we told you, and it's just everyone is just rushing to, they just want to filter it. Ours or not ours.
Mm-hmm.
With us or against us.
What's mind-blowing to me is how willfully ignorant / under the spell they are of Elon Musk. Here you've got, because for the longest time, the big boogeyman has been George Soros. He's funding the leftist violence, blah, blah, blah. He's this foreign interloper. Fuck. It's this foreign interloper funding these things and trying to sow discord among Americans. Meanwhile, fucking George Soros is only worth a couple $1 billion. You got the wealthiest man in the world up until a week ago with Larry Ellison, but I digress.
Well, speaking of, sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
No, just you got the wealthiest man in the whole world who owns the biggest communication platform in the West.
Did you see who's going to buy TikTok?
No. Who's going to buy TikTok?
A consortium of Oracle, Anderson Horowitz, and Silver Lake.
All right.
So it's just going to be psychotic black-pilled billionaires all the way down. That's why I was like, wait, there's just so many things that just happened today that it's I mean, just all of these. We used to joke, it's funny you were talking about 10 years ago, the 2010s or whatever. It was a common joke on Twitter of, oh, I hate it here, but I'm addicted, whatever. That was nothing.
Yeah. It was paradise.
It truly was. I mean, I truly just used to follow some comedians and some journalists, and it was honestly a nice time on there. What we've done to ourselves is psychotic, and it's only just going to get so much worse.
It's because of Elon's algorithm.
Yeah, and
it feeds on human hatred.
Yeah, and now these all these platforms are now going to be controlled by Silicon Valley ghouls. I believe the deal has not gone through yet. So by the time this comes out, this whole thing could
How
collapse.
much? What's the total price tag? 90 billion?
I don't know
100
the
billion?
price tag, but I think the deal is supposed to work out that those U.S. investors will have about a roughly 80% stake, with the Chinese shareholders holding the rest. Let me see if I
Sweet.
can find a number for you.
Well, while you're doing that, we now have a list. There's a running list of, I want to say, like 60,000 names of people who have disparaged the good name of Charlie Kirk in the wake of his death. And did you? I don't know. Someone must have doxed me or something a long time ago, because I'll randomly still get texts from right wing.
Wall Street Journal doesn't have a number. But
Did you see that Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, is already doing a fundraising thing for his death? Already using his death before his body was even
something about her
fucking
really
cold.
scares me.
Something about her really scares you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's just sometimes the wives of these guys are even more psycho. They're just, I don't know, man.
I mean, obviously she's very pissed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pretty. Obviously she's very pretty.
Not for me, but
yeah, no, not for me either.
I'm happy for her and Charlie.
I'm not, because I mean, he's dead.
But every video I've seen is just, her obviously just preaching revenge and
They're gonna come get you, bitch. You think you can stop a mama tiger, bitch?
Right.
I'm gonna come get you, just like a mama shark. Just using mama animals. You know, when you come up to a mama bear, a mama bear's got to protect her cub. That's all I'm gonna say. Did you see the video she did of like his hands in his casket?
Yeah. And it's ASMR. You can hear her kind of whimpering because she's, and then just, I love you so much.
Imagine filming that.
So
I always think about that, and I almost wanted to make a TikTok about it. Whenever you would see people posting their grandmother or grandfather's old wrinkled hand in their hand in like their hospital bed. You've never seen that on social media? Someone's dying grandparent and they've got like a photo of their hand in their hand. You never seen that before?
But I can understand it.
Yeah,
I can understand.
Connor, you've seen that before? No. Okay. All right. This fucking sucks.
It's a very specific thing. I don't know.
I remember there was a UFC fighter a few years ago. This is a bit of a contrast. His little daughter got killed in like a car accident or something. And he posted a photo of her dead hand in the hospital bed in his hand. And at first blush, you're just like, oh man, yeah. But then I'm thinking, what did the buildup in the aftermath of taking that photo look like? Because he would have to get out. Okay, I got to put her hand in my hand. And then he opens the camera app, and then it's on front-facing camera, and he's like, oh, shit.
Oh.
Got it.
Just sees tears rolling down his eyes.
Fuck. He clicks one. Oh, shit, the flash is on. Then he's got to, like, adjust it. And then he takes it, has to check it. Fuck, not good enough.
No good.
Has to do it again.
You can see my weird shoes.
It's so fucking bleak. It's so gross. Don't ever do that, folks.
Yeah.
Don't take a picture of your dead anybody or dying anybody's hand.
Unless it's the tiny child-sized juggalo coffin. Then we want to see that. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Anyway, it really is. I think it speaks to the division in this country that, because I brought this up when we were going over the outline. Even though they are not at all different things, 9/11, post 9/11, the entire country came together. Left, right, center, everywhere in between. Everybody, for the vast most part, it was a unifying thing. And in light of this assassination, I do not think that if we were to have another kind of attack, a terrorist attack, that the country would be united. It would be an immediate witch hunt for finger pointing and blaming and trying to view it through the lens of this bullshit culture war nonsense that we have just become engrossed by.
Yeah. If a bomb went off in
New York City.
Right.
Oh,
Everyone
that's
would
because
reach-
of the illegals.
Right. It's
And they came
migrants.
through the left.
It's right-wing extremists. It's trans. It's whatever you need it to be to prove that those people need to be punished.
Yep.
Um,
Meanwhile,
did
it's...
we ever get... I just thought about it. The Trump shooter,
Mm-hmm.
is there a coherent narrative of
No.
why he...
I don't even remember how he died.
I don't
Did he
either.
get shot by
I
cops?
mean, that's how...
Shot by cops. What about the Vegas shooter?
I mean, that's another
That one I
just
can't even
completely-
research because it's so fully been dominated by conspiracy theories that it's like, yeah, there's no way that that one guy would have done all that or could have done all that. And then I'm like, okay, so what's the fuck? Every
I
time
mean, it does seem very bizarre. And then the lack
Yes.
of the lack of security footage and stuff in
Yeah.
Las Vegas, the most surveilled place in the country, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh yeah, Crooks. I see. I didn't even remember his fucking name. Crooks. Thomas Matthew Crooks. So, yeah, if
his birthday's coming up. Happy birthday.
yeah, 4 days.
Well, when this comes out, 2 days. So, happy early birthday, Thomas.
Yeah, it feels like we're almost there. We are almost on the cusp of getting it. And when I say getting it, I mean realizing that we are all being pit against. Yeah, I know that we have disagreements about certain things, but for the most part, we are being pit against each other by the ultra wealthy, who are the real enemy. Hey, gang, we got to take one more quick break to talk about hair loss. You know, it's not something that you plan for unless, you know, you got bad genetics and you know what you're going to be signing up for. But through Hims, you can take the next step with confidence. If you're starting to lose your hair, you can access treatments made with clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil to stop hair loss and regrow hair in 3 to 6 months. With no waiting rooms, no hoops, just ingredients with a track record of results. You don't need another hat, gang.
Put the hat down.
Put the hat down. You need a personalized plan to
We know the
regrow that
baseball-
hair.
We know the baseball playoffs are coming, but you don't need the hat, pal.
Yeah.
There's no hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. Think of Hims as your digital front door that gets you back to your old self with simple 100% online access to trusted treatments for real health concerns, all in one place.
So for simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/bays. That's hims.com/bays for your free online visit. hims.com/BAES. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. And in many cases lately, outside governments. It's been, I've been seeing a lot
Like
more.
Russian and Chinese bots.
Yes,
just,
I've been seeing a lot more reports
fomenting-
about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I had a moment where I'm like, I mean, I think I saw a thing, I must have retweeted it actually. The ICE is hiring new agents, and to lure in new agents, they're offering, you know, $20,000 bonus and a raise of
student loan forgiveness, all kinds
Oh
of
yeah. And it's like someone said, they just put it perfectly, very simply. It was like, what does our country come to where instead of offering these kinds of things for people to get into
instead of offering for teachers or
yeah, math and science shit, it's
like, do
we'll
you
give
wanna
you more
crack
money
the
to
skull of a migrant?
yeah.
Come on in here.
God damn. And
Did you get a humanities degree? Get on in here.
the fucking
We can wipe away that debt.
come on in. It's we're just so ass backward. And I mean, a perfect example of that is this Hyundai plant that's being built in the United States. And you probably haven't heard about it because it's just been one of a trillion things that's been dumped in the news cycle. But Trump's ICE administration is so gung-ho and so blinded by like, get everybody with the papers out of this fucking country. Hyundai sent some of its own workers to the United States to help this big ass factory get built. And they were tasked with teaching these. I was in Georgia. Yeah, they were tasked with teaching these American workers how to work the factory.
It was a battery plant.
A battery factory that we fucking need. It was Hyundai and LG Energy Solutions. It's a joint venture to produce EV battery cells. And yeah, hundreds of federal. I think it was the biggest raid. I want to say in United States history, resulting in the arrest of 475 people. And it's like, what are we fucking doing?
And a lot
here,
of those
man?
guys have come out and told stories about how they were treated in in the custody of ICE.
This is a South Korean.
I bet you can guess how they were treated.
Yeah,
not well.
not very well. These are Korean nationals who are not here to like try to fucking pull one over on the United States government.
Yes, they are. They're trying to replace us.
Yeah, it's true.
And
all 400 of them.
They're trying to orientalize this country.
Orientalize.
That's what I heard on some
Chineseify.
I've been hanging out on Reddit.
Yeah.
I mean, not Reddit, Rumble. And I've learned a lot.
Well, it's just so ass backward. It's like, what are our priorities? Because now we just keep alienating ourselves from even our closest. Like South Korea is an ally. And look at this. On the September 11th, 2025 news conference, South Korean President Lee Jae-myung stated this could significantly impact future direct investment in the U.S.
Oh, you think?
Adding that the raid would make South Korean companies very hesitant about investing in the U.S. And I'm reading some of these things on Twitter, and some of these asshole idiot morons are like, well, it's very simple. Follow the law, and this won't happen. And it's like, I guess you've never heard of the phrase, shooting yourself in the foot, or in this case, the dick.
I think that the thing is everyone has to be okay with not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Stop trying to understand it.
Live locally.
You're not going to understand it. All of these people trying to just parse out what's going on, they have no idea what's going on. They don't understand. They don't understand these Discord communities. And like we were saying,
I don't either. I don't understand Discord.
I don't either.
Fuck.
I don't want to.
We tried doing live things, and people were like, oh, "You have to create a stage, and you have to turn on the light in the stage." And we're like, "I don't know what that means."
And I mean, pretty soon, if this acquisition goes through with TikTok, it's like just every aspect.
I wonder how the algorithm will change.
Yeah. Every aspect of the discourse is just going to be completely destroyed. I mean, Twitter is, where people get.
Twitter is a cesspool.
Yeah, but it's still kind of ruled by journalists, and kind of every politician is on there issuing statements. Instagram is completely millennial coded, and they're going to be able to, they're very good about the censorship on Instagram. If they see,
yeah.
I mean,
I'd be trying to.
I did a joke.
Post titties.
This was years ago. After an episode came out of Trillionaire Mindset, and I think we were in the car, and I took a picture of my hand,
like
in
a gun?
a thing like this, being like, "Watch the latest episode, or else," and it was immediate. It was taken down, and I was like, "This is ridiculous. It's just a joke." And then, obviously, boomers are on Facebook doing God knows what, and now they'll just completely rule the TikTok algorithm for Zoomers. And I mean, these are just freaks, man. I mean, the video of Elon Musk zooming into the right-wing Tommy Robinson. Is that his name? Tommy Robinson?
Yeah. Tommy something, yeah.
The British provocateur, racist right-wing. They just had a huge
rally over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Elon zoomed in and goes, they're going to kill you. They're going to kill you all, so you better kill them first, or something. That's not literally what he said, but it might as well have been.
It's not far off.
No.
I mean, if we had...
It's no better example of this than the fact that he zoomed in from the comfort of his throne high atop the hill to chime in and stir the pot, and then watch as,
Right.
Meanwhile, did you hear you saw Trump on Fox and Friends, that dog shit morning show where they sit on that fucking god awful couch and talk about stuff, right?
Well, which one are you talking about?
Where the host, the dipshit, asked him
And he
about
said it was a
uniting the
problem on
country.
the left?
No. She asked him about uniting the country, and Trump said, "To be honest with you, I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less."
And he said,
That's
"I don't."
awesome.
Well, but he continued. He said, "I don't even think like sure there's violence on the right, but those are people who care about those are people who care about law and order. They care about crime going down, and that's why they're acting out in those ways. And the left is just like this crazy mob of trans fanatics."
We want more of those career criminals to stab white ladies in the neck, according to them.
But yeah, that's we have a kind of rogue. He's a perfect example of a guy who, like, everyone's trying to understand his ideology, and it's just a madman.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't think he even knows anymore. I'm sure he's probably a little bit. I mean, there's some footage of him today out on the lawn getting asked some questions, and he's just lashing out at people. A reporter was like, "Should a president in office be engaged in so much business activity?" He said, "Where are you from?" And they said, "Australia." "You're hurting Australia very much right now. I'll tell you. I will tell about this to your leader." And they,
Yeah. He said the prime minister's coming, and I'm going to tell him.
"Excuse me?"
We don't need to watch him.
And Trump said, "Be quiet."
Yeah, he's quiet, you.
There's just
that's one thing that I think is going on here is if you just see how Donald Trump reacted to the news of Charlie, or when he was asked the day after Charlie Kirk's death. This is a young man who idolized Donald Trump, like cried when he got elected. Without Charlie Kirk, arguably, there's a good chance that Donald Trump would not have won the election.
Do you think that's true?
Yes. He successfully, he rallied so many young people to vote. But he was asked, like, how are you holding up? And he said, I think I'm doing fine. Hey, did you see these trucks over here? You know, we got the ballroom going. And then that night, he's at Yankee Stadium jerking off the two ghosts, doing his dumb fuck.
Where they did a moment of silence for him.
Yeah. This guy is such a narcissist, megalomaniac on such a level that he's incapable of feeling. You could probably shoot Melania in the head right in front of him, and he would go, that's a shame. She was a great woman. And he just wouldn't get, they could hang his two children in front of him, and he'd go, that's a shame. They were my sons. Something is missing in his soul. He can't do it. And he has imprinted, or the rest, I believe a big chunk of America has imprinted on him and kind of taken over his fucking slovenly, evil, complete, devoid of empathy personality trait.
Yeah.
Where he's the one setting the tone for all of this. He's like the fearless leader, and he's the guy at the top, and he doesn't care about fucking anything except for himself, getting rich, and furthering this project of ridding the country of. It's wild that during like a trade war and with China nipping at our heels economically, and Russia kind of running amok, that his number one priority is focusing so much time and resources and manpower on undocumented immigrants and other nonsense fucking shit. It's exhausting, man.
I mean, that makes total sense, though. That was their whole thing, right? Like, don't blame us, blame the migrants, right? They're the reason you're unhappy. They're the reason you have all these bad things are happening to you. They're the reason you can't have good health care. We spend all this money on them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's all connected.
Everyone keeps... Yeah, I don't know. Everyone keeps blaming the algorithms and all these social media things, and we've been talking about it, and I keep seeing people talk about how we have to get people off, and it's just like, that's just never gonna happen.
I know.
I mean, and I agree with people. I read this thing. There was this guy, Cal Newport, who put out this thing like, we know these platforms are bad for us, so why are they still so widely used? They tell a compelling story that all of your frantic tapping and swiping makes you a key part of a political revolution, or a fearless investigator, or a righteous protester, that when you're online, you're someone important, doing important things during an important time. But this, for the most part, is an illusion. In reality, you're toiling anonymously in in an attention factory while billionaire overseers mock your efforts and celebrate their growing net worths. After troubling national events, there's often a public conversation about the appropriate way to respond. Here's one option to consider. Quit using these social platforms. Find other ways to keep up with the news or spread ideas or be entertained. Be a responsible grown-up who does useful things. Someone who serves real people in the real world. And I agree. It's just, I think people think we're going to like go back to something, and it's just never going to happen. We're going forward into something new. Even with, I think people are like, oh, if Trump just dies, we can go back to office. Or if we make it to 20, or we can go back to normal. If in 2028, we can just elect another Dem, we get to go back to normal. And it's like, we're not going back. We're going forward into something you don't understand. And it's going to be scary and weird.
I recently watched Eddington. Did you ever see Eddington? I got bored at first, the first time I watched it, and then I turned it off. And
I
then
have been seeing people talk about how it's been, what's the word? Like
it's kind of it now
legitimized or something like that.
Something like that.
It's,
the violence,
or vindicated, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, when I first heard about it, I hate myself because I fall victim to the same thing that I rail against. I'm imperfect, but I saw a bunch of people saying it's centrist slop and it's blah, blah, blah. No. I saw the movie and decided for myself, which is what we all need to start doing more and more of. But you should watch it. It perfectly captures almost what you just read from Cal Newport kind of like sums it up. And yeah, it just kind of, everybody just kind of collectively, it perfectly captures how everybody lost their minds by putting all of that 2020 shit into a small town in New Mexico where none of it is consequential whatsoever. But everybody wants to feel like they belong because they're all connected via the phones and stuff. And they're all, the young 18-year-old white boys who are like just lost and confused and have nothing else really going on. And they see, they have a crush on a girl who's protesting, so they become involved and they become activated, but they don't fully understand what they're even saying and repeating and shit. And it's very cathartic. It does have a bit of it's Ari Aster, so it's got a real downer of an ending.
Don't tell me. I do want to watch it now.
The whole city blows up.
Damn it.
A nuclear bomb drops. I also watched the Long Walk this weekend. There's poop and pee in it.
I do feel like there's been a little vindication for that movie Civil War as well. I feel like that people were so mad, like, I liked Civil War.
I liked it too.
People were like, oh, why didn't they tell me why the Civil War happened or whatever? And it's like,
shut up.
I need like a clear cut. And if something like this happens, everyone's going to be so fucking confused and there's going to be so many wrong narratives, all of this thing. People are going to make of it what they want to make of it.
Yeah.
There were some cringe moments, the like Antifa riots or whatever. Like,
wow, you were so epic. You took photos at the Antifa riot of 2025.
It's not a perfect movie, but I did find the people's. It honestly feels very similar to this. People's desperation to like know what was going. Why didn't he tell me what was going on?
Yeah,
and you see it now with everyone going like, it's this. I've actually I saw a long TikTok where she explained black pill and Groypers, and now I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna, with the new texts released, and they're gonna have to be trying to like insert what that means about his identity, and no one's gonna know.
Because sometimes there aren't any sufficient answers, because sometimes, just like Baked Alaska, he didn't really believe necessarily in anything. He just wanted to do whatever got the most reaction out of anybody or out of people. He just wanted to be a provocateur, just like fucking Milo shithead Yiannopoulos. That piece of shit.
Right.
God, these people are just
There's
awful.
also no one is earnest or believes in anything anymore.
No.
And if you do, you get absolutely mocked and ridiculed for believing in anything. And so, I think a lot of these people, especially kids Tyler Robinson's age, have been just inundated with irony. I believe they call it irony poisoning on the on some of these chats he's been hanging out. No one's equipped to deal with those bullet engravings of notices bulge, whatever. Which maybe I'll get made fun of for this because I'm not a gun guy. But
Mhm.
like, is getting bullets engraved a normal thing in the gun community?
I don't think so.
Because in my mind, after like this and Luigi and whoever, it's like, hey, if someone comes in to get some bullets engraved, maybe just call the authorities. Be like, yeah, I got another guy. Who's
I thought that he probably did it himself with a soldering iron or something.
Really?
Yeah. Or a little engraver. You know, it should be easy to do it yourself. To DIY that shit.
Okay. I don't know. I assumed you have them engraved. I forgot what I was even saying, but because I got lost on
Just
the
the
bullet
gamer
engraving
thing, and you don't understand. You know, why would someone go through the trouble of engraving
right.
a bullet? Yeah.
These are people who deal in, SpongeBob memes you could never even you could never even dream of understanding.
I've seen memes you can only imagine.
I mean, honestly, and
Yeah.
you're going to try to parse out this person's politics, which I don't even know if they have a political platform, or if they even. Also, at 22, did anyone have like a real coherent vision
No.
of the world? Or
Well, I
like,
thought that
or
I
were you
did.
yeah,
I
but
just
you're
was like, I fucking don't like George Bush still.
right.
And
you're like poking around and reading things and trying to
Smoking
figure it out.
cigarettes.
And
I was just walking around Cal State Long Beach, outrageously, criminally horny. Doped up on Adderall.
yeah.
Just like, fuck, I gotta go home and jerk off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, there was it was going kind of viral because like this kind of shit always does. And I did look it up. It's from the Institute for Family Studies, which I do think is a right-wing think tank funded by, whoever, Koch, all these people. But they're calling it the sex recession. And people are just having way less sex.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that can be discounted.
No, I mean,
not having sex makes you insane, and I think we're seeing the consequences of that.
it's so.
But it does seem like this man had a partner, so maybe.
I just don't understand why. If I were in charge of this country, I would
You
just
would force people to fuck.
I wouldn't even be addressing culture war stuff anymore. I would just be going, you know what we're gonna do, folks? We gotta build out. It's America's time. We gotta build. I've talked about it before. Weaponizing the autistic kids. We're gonna build an entirely new infrastructure. We are gonna barrel face first into the future, and we are gonna be on top again. And we're gonna all these public works projects and shit like that. And we're gonna give incentives to young people to go into the sciences and math. And also, guess what? You all been complaining about how expensive it is to have a kid. Everybody gets a free kid.
Everybody gets
Free kids.
How do you make them?
Free kids. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Well, I guess you could just make it free to have them.
Free to have a kid, yeah. It's not going to cost you a dime.
How about we start with that?
Yeah. Make it so that it's damn effing affordable to have a child. And yeah, I don't know. But
I think that's another. I mean, we're not going to get people off.
Yeah, we're not going to get people off.
What?
We're not getting people off. They're not nutting.
We got to get people off. No, we're not going to get them off these social media platforms and stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be a way to combat.
Imagine
nihilism and stuff.
If JFK was president now and during this time, we have to put a stop to these sexless young men.
Oh, he would be furious to see. I mean, that guy could not stop fucking.
These young men need to come.
We need a guy like that.
We need a national
nut. We need a horny
day.
Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
Who's just Joe Biden was not our Irish Catholic. We
No.
needed an Irish Catholic who's just who cannot stop.
I just can't get over the fact that it's really not that complicated. It's
sex.
It's bots. No, it's really not.
It actually does. So, R.I.P. to Robert Redford. He did die today, and I saw some. If you don't know who Robert Redford is, or maybe you know him as an old man, but he was maybe one of the top hottest guys.
He walked so that Brad Pitt could run.
True. I mean, so hot. But there's someone tweeted a funny story of when he was just doing theater productions, and someone who is an actor who was in the production with him remembers a conversation that Robert Redford had with the director where he was kind of having trouble understanding his motivation, and the director was like, well, look, so your character is trying to get the attention of this woman, but she just won't give him the time of day. Do you understand? And he was like, No.
Oh
I don't,
my God.
I don't get it.
It's easy for me. I always get the attention. Wow, man. Speaking of all of this stuff, there's a really great video I highly recommend to you guys. It's just if you search on YouTube for Elephant Graveyard, it's a video that this guy just put out. It's like an hour and a half long video essay about Joe Rogan and
He's been coming for Joe Rogan for a while. There was
Yeah.
an original one where
it's the Comedy Jonestown thing,
yeah.
how comedy was destroyed by an anti-reality doomsday cult. And it just kind of speaks to, it's all connected, right?
Well, yeah. So the first one, he's making fun of his special "Burn the Boats," which is very funny, and then the Comedy Czar one, he's talking about how Joe Rogan became the leader of all these people, and now he's talking about kind of this ideology and
and he's become massively influential and has kind of shaped the reality that we're in now.
It did really bum me out, the clips he has of people kind of changing, the Duncan Trussell of being like, man, you got to be careful. You have this big platform. You really, like, people are going to want to get to you. They're going to want to influence you. They're going to want to use you. And then him just fully on Rogan's podcast being like, I don't understand why people don't like Peter Thiel. I mean, Peter, like, I met the guy, and it's like, whoa, it's just.
Money corrupts. But not me. You can't corrupt this guy. Actually, maybe you could. Why don't you try? Peter Thiel, try to corrupt me. Fucking.
Should we quickly
Well, wait, I wanted to just real fast talk about that because it's all related to Elon and the bots and just where we're at. It all comes from, because like Elon, I mean, he talks about this in the video. Elon was bullied. I didn't know this. He was severely bullied when he was a child.
I believe for doing things like calling
Sure.
Like
being an
not
evil
to say
little
he
kid.
deserved it, but I believe that story where he talks about getting pushed down the stairs or whatever, he was talking about some other kid's parent dying and like making fun of him and stuff like that.
I'm sure he was an evil little kid.
I don't know.
He
But
has
whatever. No
evil
kid
face.
deserves to be bullied. It's very telling that.
Well, you get someone like Elon Musk who's got a major chip on his shoulder, daddy issues, childhood trauma, and you get what we've got today where he's blind to consequences. He's immune to them. And he now has the capability to kind of shape and mold the world around him. And unfortunately, we live in that world that he is actively shaping and molding in whatever image he sees fit. Politics, culture, you name it. And that, it's connected in the web to Joe Rogan in the manosphere and the influence that Joe Rogan has. He's now blown up, and he's somehow established himself as this trustworthy, intellectually curious. I mean, I know how he did it, because at first he felt trustworthy and was intellectually curious, and had these experts on and would ask questions and was inquisitive and things. And something along the lines changed, and now he's fully drunk his own Kool-Aid. So has Elon Musk, obviously. And these guys wield such a significant amount of pull and power in the popular culture, in the discourse. And I don't know how you go back from that. And yeah, in this video, the guy's just talking about how everybody around him now has to like pay their, what do you call that? The it's like a tax or something.
Offer a tribute.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's a bummer. And then everybody's sucking up to him because he's so powerful within the comedy community. And comedy is such a big thing in the United States and is such a pillar of entertainment and culture.
Well, and the comedy scene has done a good job of self-aggrandizing and
Yes.
writing their own mythology of. It was, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago or something. All of a sudden, the stand-up comedian community started calling themselves like the philosopher class or whatever, and they're kind of like our last hope and able to tell it how it is, and they're free speech warriors, and I don't know, it kind of worked a little bit. People like really got into it, but it's gotten so out of hand. I mean, I don't watch Joe Rogan at all. So a lot of these clips were very new to me, but that one clip kept sticking out of him telling, I think he's talking to a woman and he's telling her that he's like a scout for humanity. And
Yeah.
he's basically been sent out ahead. And so he's running up on the trail.
He's good at sniffing out bullshit.
Right. And he's run up and he's seen something. So he's run back to the group to say, there's a cliff up there, everyone stop. And it's like, whoa, dude, you really think you're
He thinks that he's good at that, and he sucks ass at it because he's fallen victim to like Peter Thiel, him buddying up with Peter Thiel and fucking Donald Trump and interviewing the head of the FBI and the CIA and just like, what the fuck happened, man? If you'd shown Joe Rogan that 10 years ago, he would have spit in your face and been like, I'll never sell out like that. I'll never,
I honestly think what happened is just pushback from people who thought he was wrong. I think it's like we've seen that with every person. I mean, it's funny too because what we used to call cancel culture was mostly. I'm sure some people lost their jobs or lost opportunities. Actually, I'm not. I know that, but for the most part, it seemed like it was a lot of comments, angry comments, people calling you things online
that you assume represents some bigger group.
Yes.
That's what the magic of online is. It makes you feel like there's this stadium full of people flipping you off.
Right. And I think that led to a lot of, especially comedians, doing a hard
R.
reaction, a different hard R reactionary turn. And, finding warmth and comfort in the embrace of people who are like, that's just a bunch of crazy libs. Like, you're not wrong. They are.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them have found, I'm sure it's very comforting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now we just have to live with the consequences of it.
Should we stop there or do you want to talk nipple?
Let's do Nepal real quick because it is just another. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm any kind of Nepal expert.
I am.
Are you a Nepal expert?
I'm a big time Nepal head.
And it's not just Nepal. There's a bunch of countries across Asia who are going through similar uprisings, whether it's Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia. And they all kind of seem to be from the same thread of an elite political class who is unresponsive to the needs of ordinary citizens. I think it was the Philippines where, there was a ton of examples of them getting funds from, whether it's US aid or whatever, for millions of dollars for projects that were supposed to help with preventing floods in areas and stuff like that, and then just pocketing the money and not doing any of the work while people's homes and livelihoods are wrecked. But Nepal had a similar. I think it started online with these Nepo baby hashtags. They were, obviously economically depressed population, but
and a lot of the young people being part of that.
Yeah, but
40% of the 30 million population is Gen Z.
Right, very young population. But what they would see is politicians and their children living these kind of lavish lifestyles, posting images from G-Wagons and designer bags and clothes and all this stuff.
That's how you do it, folks. That's who's the enemy. It's not your fellow citizen that you may disagree with on some crucial things, but the bigger fish to fry is that of the leadership that is actively pitting you against each other. Because, everybody was calling out this inequality and the nepotism, and then the government tried to silence that under the guise of, well, these social media companies are spreading misinformation, and they've got to register in Nepal first. But in the interim, we're going to ban 26 of these social media sites. People took to the streets. Which made it way worse. Oh, yeah.
Which was funny. Wasn't I saying on this show that I think that a big part of why there's not bigger uprising, and it was almost from what I was reading about the social media platforms, that I think so much of that they could be like a pressure valve for any of the energy surrounding any kind of mass movement. Where you're like, why am I going to go out in the street with a sign and protest? I could just tweet it. I could just
do the black square.
post a story. I could just post a black square.
Did you do the black square?
I did not.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, and then I deleted it after 15 minutes because I saw that people were like, the black square is so stupid. Don't fucking do it. If you're white, sit down. And I was like, okay, I'm not sitting down. I'm going to delete the square.
You sat your white ass down. And
I sat my white ass down and I listened.
But as soon as they banned these apps and sites, people were like, well, I got all this political energy.
Yeah.
And it's got to go somewhere.
Sexual angst. So yeah, they people protested. 30 people were killed. Hundreds were injured. The prime minister resigned. So did most of the cabinet. The demonstrators burnt down Parliament, Supreme Court, and other government buildings. And then they used Discord. These young people used Discord to have meetings and held a kind of interim election to have an interim prime minister until such time they can kind of figure out where to go from here. But it's exciting. It's not the first time. They've had 2 uprisings before, once in 1990 and again in 2006, but this is the first one done by Gen Z, which, like I said, is 40% of the 30 million population.
It's been a ton of political turmoil since they got rid of their royal system, and it's been just a complete turnover of different administrations ever since.
New constitution, I think, in 2015 or something like that.
But yeah, this is just another example where I'm like, I just think things are going to. I think people need to forget about what they think they knew about everything. Mm-hmm. I think things are gonna, even reading about. So they ended up picking a former Supreme Court Chief Justice. Her name is Sushila Karki. She's
Karki.
I mean, I'm probably mispronouncing that, so forgive me. She's a 73-year-old who's only going to be interim prime minister until they have their more official elections in March. But just reading some of these people who also were shortlisted for the Discord vote. You know, you have Harka Sampang. Ooh, I really backed myself into a corner. I'm going to have to say all these. A social activist and mayor of eastern city of Dharan. Mahabir Poon, a popular social activist running the National Innovation Center.
Why are you listing these?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay. Keep going. Sorry.
Sagar Dakal, independent politician who ran against the powerful Nepali Congress leader Sher Bahadur Deuba. Advocate Rashtra Bimochan Tamasina, also known as Random Nepali on his YouTube channel, who has been advising the Gen Z protesters. Crazy. And they're saying that... oh, yeah, here's another one. Balin Shah, the popular rapper turned mayor of Kathmandu.
Wow.
As their choice for interim prime minister.
I wonder how many of these guys have climbed Everest.
And this was just like, wow, so it's not... Dude, the amount of people I talk to here are like, when you talk about 2028, they're like, I honestly just think we need The Rock. And you're like, why? What are you talking about? And then seeing this, they're just like, popular YouTuber, popular rapper. And you're like, yeah, maybe this is just...
I mean, it makes sense. It's the future.
Even people, this is probably the most sane one, and I still just don't, like, I'm sure you've seen the people, I think there's a whole Twitter account now of Jon Stewart for president.
Oh,
in 2028 or something like that. And it's just, I want to be done with this, but we're not, you can't be done with it. We're not going back.
Yeah.
We're going forward into something new and scary, and you're not going to know what's going on.
I think that's a good place to end. I think we can stop right there, right? We'll go into the bonus. I want to tell you guys about a little encounter I had with some children in a grocery store this weekend.
Oof.
So,
you had me scared.
BenandEmilShow.com. First 7 days are free. Join us in the bonus. It's sure to be a good one. We're going to be partying back there behind the wall. We're going to show you what's behind here. Yeah. So leave a comment. Give that thing a thumbs up. Smash that button. And we'll see you next time.
Coming up on this week's episode of BenandEmilShow.com.
Dogs don't get sexual pleasure.
They're just virgins.
I know. Kev is completely sexless.
Yeah, he's just a eunuch. They're all eunuchs.
All he cares about is balls.
They're little boys. 12 to 13-year-old. What does a 12-year-old boy look like? What does a 12-year-old
Private browse that.
boy...
Browse that. And does it come with a warranty? It's like no, bitch, you met me in a parking lot. Like, what do you mean does it come with a warranty?
Yeah.
And then at the end, because he was asking me all these questions, he was like, do you have any questions for me? I was like, no, I don't care what you do with this fucking
Do you have the
thing.
money?
Yeah, just fucking Venmo me. I never want to see you again.
Yeah.
Remember how great everything was before jacking off entered the picture? Maybe just mass castration.
Yeah. Yeah. God, can you imagine?
You get milked one time before before castration, so we can.
Mom, I don't want to go to the milking. All the kids are
well,
doing
it's,
it.
It's a ritual.
Yeah,
You know? It's a
you gotta
it's
get
a rite
milked.
of passage instead of.
I don't understand what they're gonna do with my milk. They're gonna
Well,
keep it in a vault.
We're gonna keep the human race going.
Yeah.
Go get milked. You're
Yeah.
late.
It felt kind of good. I don't think I want to get castrated too bad.
No.
Yeah. Don't talk like that.